Keep things fresh on your business website?
Just drag and drop.
Go to Wix.com. Keep things fresh on your business website?
Just drag and drop.
Go to Wix.com.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone tonight? Hope everybody's doing well. Hello, DJ. Hello, Jess. Hello, Phil. How are you guys doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. It's late Friday night, going into early Saturday morning. We are creeping slowly and steadily toward Christmas. Hello, hello, hello. How is every? Hello, El Barto. Really good. Good to hear, Jess. Good to hear. Hope you guys are all having a dank holiday season. Bad Raven, hello, sir. How are you doing, Stephen? Hope you're doing well. Hope you and Andrew are having a great great holiday season. I was just setting up the random name picker and putting everybody's name, all the names, all the email addresses, all the Twitter handles, all the Facebook names of everybody who entered the contest for the Silent Night Deadly Night Blu-ray, which I've got. Here it is, brand spanking new. So, actually, no. This is the one that's brand spanking new. Sorry, yeah, awesome holiday horror movie, and it's going out there to one lucky viewer. I noticed that those things are going for like $30 on like Amazon and Amazon Marketplace and stuff. Like Amazon, the last time I checked with Amazon, they still did not have in a fresh batch of those. Let me check and see if they've gotten any here recently. Yes, actually, yes, they do. Okay, yep. They've got more in stock. $23.97. That is not bad. That is not bad. Because I think for a while they were actually listing them for like 30-something bucks. And I know a lot of people on, I was looking on eBay and in Amazon Marketplace the other day, and they had them for like, 30, 40 bucks. So I will post the link in the chat to the Amazon page. Yeah, $23.97, not bad. And a good quality Blu-ray, I have to say. Lots of nice extras. Whoever wins this thing, they will have a very nice Blu-ray to add to their collection. Let's see. Eugene Johnson, how you doing, buddy? Hope I win this. I entered many content and unfortunately I've never won anything. Well, tonight could be your lucky night, Eugene. Tonight could be your lucky night. Violet's something 2003. Hey, can you get the character my photo's referencing? No. Looking good in the man cave. Thank you. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate that. Yes, man cave is looking good. It's looking festive, looking very Christmassy. So, yeah. I've got a man cave myself. I'm adding a Clerks and AWIL posters. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, goodness. Have you guys got all of your Christmas shopping in yet? Hopefully you do, because, oh my goodness, it has been crazy here in Kentucky today. Just people everywhere rushing to get those last minute things done. I went out and grabbed a couple of little gift bags and some stocking stuffery kind of things to finish off my shopping. So I'm officially done. So Patrick Holmes, what's up, man? How are you? I'm doing very well. Hope you're having a good holiday season. So have you guys seen any good movies lately? I saw a very, very good movie. I've actually seen two really good movies just within the last couple of days. As a matter of fact, I watched 1922, which is on Netflix right now, Thomas Jane movie, based on a Stephen King novella. Very good movie. Highly recommend it. And I saw a movie called The Transfiguration, which was very, very good. Hoping to do reviews of both of those here very soon. But those were both two very good movies, particularly The Transfiguration, which was an excellent movie about, my cat's going crazy back there, about a young man in the inner city of New York who thinks he is a vampire. A little bit of Martin, a little bit of Let the Right One In, but I really dug it. T-Money 86, what's up, Terry? How you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a great holiday season. Zeke Dixon Kit, how are you, buddy? Oh, sorry about that, guys. My OBS is my OBS, which is what I'm using to stream through, is having a little bit of difficulty tonight. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, Star Wars. Yes, I'm hoping to see Star Wars for a second time sometime after Christmas. Before I sit down and maybe do a video talking about it on the Sausage Factory, we're going to do an entire episode just talking about The Last Jedi. It'll be our first show back in January on the 4th, I believe, which will be really interesting. I had very, very mixed feelings about Star Wars The Last Jedi, so I do want to see it again for a second time and you know, see if that second time maybe improves it a little bit. You've got 1922 on your list. Good. Definitely check it out. No movies lately, but Ash vs. Evil Dead has been awesome, Alberto. Cool. Cool. Love the Dawn of the Dead poster. Thank you, Eugene. Signed by the late, great George Romero. So who won? DJ. Slow up, man. Let's just have a conversation. Let's just not just dive right into business, man. Let's ease into it, you know? Just cool your jets. Cool your jets. I binged the Kevin Smith View Askew films today. P.S. I love Silent Night, Deadly Night. I want that Blu-ray. Nice. I like, I wouldn't say I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan, but I have liked, well, I've liked quite a few of his movies. Terry, you got your Xmas shopping done. Me too, thank goodness. Yeah, glad to have that all done. And and out of the way so I can enjoy the next few days without having to stress over getting gifts and fighting the crowds and all that stuff. Kasai Sith Janari, this has zero to do with this, but does avoiding death as Bufel morgue staff in the final chapter seem like a plausible in-movie reason to just chuck Jason into a grave without autopsy embalming? Not sure if I fully understand that question, but if I was a morgue attendant and Jason got rolled in on the slab, I would want him out of there pretty quickly. So whatever it took to get him in and out of there quick, yeah. Linnea Quigley is in Silent Night, Deadly Night. She's gorgeous. She is. Yes, enormous weight lifted, Turi. Definitely. Yes, DJ, my OBS kind of disconnected and then reconnected, so it kind of glitched there just a little bit. But yeah, 1922. You guys should definitely look into 1922 and The Transfiguration. Those were both very, very good movies. Very, very good movies. So wait a couple more minutes. Let some more people get in here before we do the drawing. Did you see it? Yeah, absolutely. I saw it. I saw it twice in the theater. I really liked the movie. Really liked the movie. Question: when you play as Shelly in Friday the 13th and knock off Jason's mask and pick it up, can you wear it? I have no idea. No idea. I've not played as Shelly. Last couple of times I've played, I've streamed playing against the bots and having fun with the bots, and yeah, but no, I've not actually played as Shelly. But that would be cool with me, you know, to be able to actually pick it up and put it on and run around as Shelly with the mask on. That'd be pretty interesting. Eugene, you really liked it a lot. I did too. I loved it. Velvet Lover 2003. It was meh. Okay. I really enjoyed it. Really looking forward to chapter 2. Guys, you'll have to excuse me if I'm blinking a lot tonight. My eye is like really dry tonight for some reason. Not sure why. Probably I've got into some cat hair, and that's probably the trick. It's I don't know. Not a big deal. Let's go ahead and let's do the drawing. Why not? We got the random name picker pulled up here. I've got Twitter handles. I've got YouTube names. I've got email addresses. I've got Facebook names. I've got a ton of names. A lot of people on here. My cat is going crazy tonight. Whole lot of entries. I really appreciate all you guys who entered. And yeah, best of luck. I will hold on a minute. All right, here we go. Cult of Chucky was one of the worst horror movies of 2017. I was not a big fan of it. I was not a big fan of it. That's because you had a bad theater experience with the 5-year-old. Okay. Bad experience with a 5-year-old in the theater. I get it. Listen. I've had many. I've almost developed a social phobia when it comes to going to the movies. Like if it's going to be, I try to go to those, early afternoon, middle of the week matinees to avoid crowds, because it seems like every time I go to a movie and there's a crowd, there's, there's kids screaming, or there's people talking, or people eating, or people, spitting. I remember Oh my God. One awful movie going experience. There was a guy sitting behind me and a couple of seats over who was chewing tobacco during the movie. And every few minutes I would hear splat, where the guy was just spitting on the floor. The guy couldn't go 90 minutes without tobacco. Number one, and number two, he didn't even have the couth to bring a bottle or a cup with him. He was just spitting directly onto the floor. I could think of no more disgusting, just completely having no regard for people around him or for the staff that's got to come in there and clean that up. I was just absolutely disgusted. Spitting tobacco juice just directly onto the floor. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hey, Piz, loved it. Saw it twice myself. It was very entertaining. Rearranging my collection as I'm listening. LOL. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Killer Clown Central, or Clown Killer Central. I am doing very well, as I hope you are. Hope you're having a great holiday season. There's a German It 4K Blu-ray Steelbook coming out next year. Cool. I love all the cell phones at the movies. Yes, honestly, the cell phones haven't been that huge of an issue for me. It's always like people dragging little kids or babies to, well, bringing a baby, like an infant baby, to a movie. You know, and refusing to like take the baby out of the movie once it starts screaming and crying. You know, if you have to take your baby to the movie, at least get up and walk it out of the theater. Have some, you know, some consideration for the others there watching the film when the baby starts screaming and crying. So, but two kids, I've been to, I don't know how many horror movies, and like parents bring their kids and the kids screaming and crying and freaking out, and the parent will just sit there and say, shut up and sit still. You know, like, I don't care if this is scaring you. I don't care if this is scarring you, where I'm going to finish watching this movie. You just sit there and shut up. So yeah, or people just talking. Like, I love there, you'll have somebody around you and it's always, what did he say? And then the person next to them will have to reiterate the dialogue that we just heard to that person, or you'll hear, now who's that? And what did he do? Where's he been? You know, it's just like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's the kind of movie going experiences I typically have. So I try to, I've gone to the movies, and if it looks crowded, I've turned around and drove away. I've developed a movie going, a social phobia when it comes to that, I guess. All right, guys, so let's do this drawing. And the lucky winner of the brand new collector's edition 2-disc Silent Night, Deadly Night Blu-ray from Scream Factory. That lucky winner is, it's an email address, so I will not give out your, I will just, okay. The THEEEE oh goodness. I'm surprised you could make an email address with that username. It's in reference to deflowering a someone at a Gmail account. So congratulations to that person. I will not even read that name. My goodness. My goodness. I will email you and just go ahead and send me your wow. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I will email you. Go ahead and send me your mailing information, and I'll get the Blu-ray out to you. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. Oh, okay. Let's get back to the chat here. Let's see what's up. I'm actually sweating now. My goodness. My goodness. All right. I see Orc is in the chat. How are you? Hope you are doing well tonight. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff. Oh, goodness. But yes, hope you guys are all doing well tonight. Orc, I hope you're doing well. Had a lot of fun last night at the Dankathon Orc benefit watching Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2. And we had some very, very generous people make donations to the Orc benefit. And we raised a nice little chunk of change for you, Orc. So I'm very happy about that. And yeah, so hopefully it'll help it'll help out a little bit when it comes to you know, getting a new PC, getting a new television, medical expenses, whatever the case may be. Mailing information, and I'll get the Blu-ray out to you. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. Oh, okay. Let's get back to the chat here. Yeah, I love Beverly Hills Cop 2. It's been a while. I'm actually sweating. All right, Eugene, you take it easy, man. Have a good night. Have a good holiday. Have a Merry Christmas, man. Have a good one. I love Beverly Hills Cop 2 and Beverly Hills Cop 2. It's been a while since I'd seen either of those movies, but yeah, love them both. Great movies, and it was a lot of fun watching them with the Sausage Factory crew last night. So, Orc, you're just memeing it up as usual. Just memeing it up this late Friday night. You know what? I'm going to email this guy right now. And I'm going to say, sir, your email name is just off the chain. But I'm going to send this guy the email right now. Congrats. You have won my SNDN Blu-ray giveaway. Please forward me your mailing information, and I will get that Blu-ray out to you ASAP. BTW. You are a sick. No, let's delete that. By the way, love that username. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And send. Oh, goodness. If you're watching in the chat right now, as a matter of fact, and you just got that email, and that was your completely perverse email, kudos to you. Kudos to you. But get your mailing information to me. I don't know what's gotten into my cat tonight. But get your mailing information to me as soon as possible, and I'll get that Blu-ray out to you. Maybe even tomorrow. I think my local post office is going to be open for at least a couple of hours tomorrow. I might be able to sneak in and get that out. Orc, you are chillaxing, going to own some noobs soon. Okay. On what game will you be owning noobs soon? See, Rambo Raff is with us. What's up, Rambo? Having to work the holiday weekend, but at least I can watch some Pizzelle videos. Yeah. Oh, you gotta work over the holiday. That kind of sucks, man. But, you know, somebody's got to do it. So my hat's off to all those people out there who do have to work over the holidays. You know, they keep the world turning while we're here feasting on turkey and ham and drowning ourselves in eggnog. So, but my hat's off to you, Steven. You can watch some of my videos. Hopefully those will help you get through the day. Let's see. Some talk of organ transplantation in the chat tonight, I see. I'm still in therapy over The Last Jedi. Yeah, I've definitely gotten into some cat hair because I'm very sneezy, very allergy right now. So, still in therapy over The Last Jedi. I understand, Rambo. I understand. Kasai Sith Janari, The Last Jedi is the best thing since the Xbox 360 3D Fire Pro wrestling game. I'm not hip to that reference, but I'll take your name, or I'll take your word for it. Thank you, Rambo. Appreciate it. Let's check my email, see if the winner of the Blu-ray. No, he has not contacted me back yet. Or it could be she. It could just be a very filthy-minded she, actually. I don't know. We'll see. We will have to see. If the guy, I will, well, the same thing happened with, I was doing a Walking Dead Blu-ray giveaway for like the last season before this season. And the winner just never contacted me. I messaged him like 2 or 3 times and he never got back to me. So I just drew another name and contacted that person, and they contacted me back, sent me their information, and I mailed them that set. And the original winner still hasn't contacted me. So I don't know whatever happened to. It was a guy who was a regular viewer of mine and who commented on a lot of my stuff. And, I don't think he's commented since then. So I don't know if something's happened to him or what, but he won that Blu-ray and just never got back to me. So I ended up giving it to draw another name and giving it to that person. So, but if this person doesn't, get back to me, I'll give them, I don't know. I mean, it's the holidays. Maybe they could be out of town, or, you know, and it is late. So, I mean, they could be in bed. Who knows? But I mean, I'll give them some time and, you know, at least message them again after a few days or something. And, if they don't contact me, I tell you what, I mean, I'll draw another name. Maybe do this all over again. We'll see. Have you heard about Nick Castle being in the new Hall? Yes, I have heard that. Nick Castle, the original shape from the first Halloween, is returning for the new Halloween next year. That's odd. I mean, I know why they're bringing him back, because you know, I guess they want some continuity, and you know, there's always been this, you know, people enamored with the way that he moved and the way that he walked and the way that he was able to kind of glide around in that movie. But again, you know, he is like 70 years old now. So can he still walk that gracefully and be that, you know, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. What's your guys' thoughts on Nick Castle being cast as Michael Myers in the new Halloween movie? All right, Pia's short notice called World War II stream. No, not tonight, my friend. Not tonight. I've actually not played World War II in a while. I went back to Black Ops 3, as a matter of fact, and I've played it a few times here lately. Yeah. The Xbox 360 Fire Pro Wrestling was the absolute best in the Fire Pro series, which had been mediocre up to its release. You get to wrestle as an avatar. Okay, interesting. Jammerman 28 missed the raffle. Who won? It was someone with a very dirty email address. And I emailed them. So check your email. You could, Jammerman 28, that could very well be you. I don't know. If you have a very, very dirty email address, then that could very well be you. So check your email. Sounds very weird. Is it going to be set in a nursing home? I mean, that's a good question. That's a good question. Yeah, I mean, I guess other than the fact that, you know, they want to recapture the way that he walked. I mean, I guess, you know, since they are kind of around the same age, maybe I imagine there would be some sort of unmasking sequence where, you know, he takes his mask off and you see that he's just an old guy, I guess. I don't know. Halloween 2 rocks. Yeah, I like Halloween 2 a lot. You know, Bartow, Dick Warlock was my favorite person to portray Michael. I like the Dick Warlock, you know. I mean, he's kind of stiff, you know what I mean? But I like that about it. I like that about it. It's a very, you know, demonic kind of the way that he portrayed the Shape or Michael Myers or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I like Dick Warlock as Michael in part 2. Pizzal, any interest in the movie Bright? I might be checking it out today. I tend to like David Ayer movies, even Suicide Squad, which is easily his weakest. I have no idea what Bright is. I don't think I've ever even heard of it. I've never even heard of it until right now. Oh, is it a Netflix movie? Written by Max Landis. I follow Max Landis on Twitter. I don't even remember him tweeting about Bright. That's interesting. $90 million budget. See if we can find a trailer. All right, guys, let's do a trailer reaction. I think I did like 2 or 3 live trailer reactions during my last live stream. So let's do a live trailer reaction to Bright right now.
You keep doing all your gangster stuff. I'm just trying to sell my house. Don't worry about that. Everybody's just trying to get along and have a good life. All of the races are different. Just because they're different doesn't mean anybody's better or worse than anybody.
Hey, where's the diversity hire?
I got a dude in my car. I didn't ask for it, but the whole world is watching. Boy, it's okay if you don't like me. Man, I'm not out here to be your friend. I need to know if shit pop off that you got my back.
Can't hide it, Ward. Humans have physical tells. Like the face.
What's my face?
The human who needs a lot more conjugal love type face.
You do not wink at me like that.
Okay, is this like Alien Nation, but instead of aliens, it's elves and fairies?
We are the cavalry. What is that? That's a magic wand.
This is like a nuclear weapon that grants wishes.
That's whatever you want. You want to be taller or shorter? You want $10 million? You're not stealing that wine. You gotta get out of this neighborhood. They're gonna kill you, then me. And that's when the stupid shit's gonna start.
The magic wand. We have to secure it.
They don't teach that at the academy.
No, they do not. They're gonna keep coming. Let's do it.
Hmm.
We might be in a prophecy. We're not in a prophecy. We're in a stolen Toyota Corolla.
We're not in a prophecy. We're in a stolen Toyota Corolla. I like that. Okay. That was different. That was different. I really like Joel Edgerton. I think he's a really good actor. And I've liked a lot of David Ayer's stuff. Yeah, that's an odd one. That's an odd one. I don't know. I might have to check it out, though. Is Freaky Jason going to be showing himself for the holidays? Maybe. Maybe. He might just make an appearance for the holidays. I don't know. You never know when he's going to pop up. You just never know when, he wants to let his freak flag fly. So, Bright is the Will Smith flick on Netflix. Cops on a beat, but with orcs mixed with cops/humans. Yeah. Interesting stuff. Do I like Monty Python? Yeah. Yeah, I like some Monty Python stuff. Look up the organ transplant sketch from Monty Python. Okay. What's up, Glows? How are you? Bright reminded me of Alien Nation. Yeah. It definitely did me too. Definitely reminded me of Alien Nation too. But instead of aliens, we've got fairies and orcs and all that stuff. Traffic Cone. Howdy. How are you, buddy? Hope you're doing well. The film Bright was made specifically for Netflix, just like Adam Sandler has his deal. It's already been approved for a sequel, huh? Well, Netflix has got deep pockets, man, because Bright, according to what I read, Bright has got a $90 million budget. So, yeah. And how can that hospital be so empty? You must be talking about Halloween 2. Does the email account belong to Freaky Jason? No. No, Freaky Jason's email would just be straight up, Freaky Jason or the Freaky Jason. Keep it simple, but freaky. So, and I got to tell you, DJ, I was visiting my grandmother in the hospital one time, and there was like an entire wing of the hospital that was like completely empty and dark. And like I was staying with her, and at one point I got up to just go stretch my legs and walk around, and I ended up in this like abandoned part of the hospital. And it was freaky. It was like Halloween 2. It was very much like Halloween 2. So, remind you of Blade Runner, Violet Lover, 2003. Hey, did you see the new Blade Runner? Love the new Blade Runner. Because if I was falling, would you catch me? I'd at least like throw a pillow under you or something, you know. So. Because we need a Silent Rage 2 with Chuck Norris, only this time it really is Michael Myers. That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. Well, you know, I mean, Chuck is getting up there in age, and so is Michael. So, I mean, that would be a, you know, that'd be a good fight. Do plot holes ruin a movie? I guess it, well, when I think of you're right, Rambo. If the movie already sucks, then yeah, the plot holes are a lot more noticeable. When I think of a plot hole in a really good movie, I think of High Tension and the whole truck thing. I can overlook that because High Tension's a really freaking good movie, but I mean, that's a pretty freaking big, plot hole, but I can overlook it because it's a good movie. Now, in the case of a movie like Star Wars: The Last Jedi, seemed like there were some, I don't know if I'd even want to call them plot holes. It was just like, you know, plot devices that just were meaningless. I don't know. I don't even want to get into Last Jedi. But plot holes can definitely jack up a movie for sure. You're welcome, Mork. I would at least throw a pillow under you. You know, a fairly good quality pillow, so it would break your fall. You know. Hate to ask such an oddball question, but do you happen to like Talking Heads? Yes, Traffic Cone. Yes, I do like quite a few Talking Head songs. As a matter of fact, I might have been on Sirius the other day. On one of the Sirius channels, Psycho Killer came on. And like that whole day, I was just saying, Psycho Killer. It's a. So I just had Psycho Killer in my head all day, and I was walking around singing Psycho Killer all day. Silent Rage 2 in the nursing home, a la Bubba Hotep. Yes, a la Bubba Hotep, such a good movie. Such a good movie. Yeah, Silent Rage is one of my favorite ones too. I like that movie a lot. That's a fun movie. That's a fun movie. But let me check my email again. Let me see if this guy's emailed me. I have to know the origins of that email address. But again, yes, to answer your question, I forget who asked it. Jess, yes. If they do not contact me within, a couple of weeks or something, and I send them a couple of more emails like, hey, do you want this thing? You need to let me know. Maybe I'll do another one of these and do another drawing. So if they do not contact me, which that's happened in the past, as I said, that happened with the Walking Dead season, whatever that season was that I was giving away. Will you see The Shape of Water? Absolutely. I really am looking forward to seeing The Shape of Water. I don't know if is it getting a wide release? Because I don't think any of my theaters nearby are showing it. I really want to see it though. Let's see. No, none of my nearby theaters are watching it. But you better believe they've got that new Jumanji movie on like 10 different screens. Oh, this one's still got Thor Ragnarok. Hasn't that movie been out for like 6 months? It's still in the theater. Well, this is one of the biggest, nicest theaters in Kentucky, and Justice League has got 1 screening now. Oh, man. It's going to be Star Wars. We've got Star Wars. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different Star Wars daily screenings. My God. Standard, IMAX, IMAX 3D, 3D RPX, and RPX. Let's check the other nice theater nearby here. See if they've got anything good. Nope. No Shape of Water, unfortunately. So, if it goes, I mean, I'd love to see it soon. But, I don't know why I put my headphones on. I may have to wait until it gets like on VOD or something, which is unfortunate because I do really want to watch it. Actually, The Disaster Artist is playing near me, Rambo. So we at least got The Disaster Artist, but no. No The Shape of Water. My favorite things. How are you doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. P.S. What are your thoughts on popular extreme horror movies like Martyrs, a Serbian film, Human Centipede, etc.? I was not I'm not a huge fan of extreme horror. Wasn't a big fan of Martyrs. I remember the hype around that movie. I watched that movie and I just, was not a fan. A Serbian film, I don't remember. I know that's like supposed to be such a shocking movie. I don't remember anything about it at this point. I think I just sort of half watched it and half didn't. But I don't remember a thing about it at this point. And the Human Centipede, I actually liked the first Human Centipede. I actually enjoyed that movie. The Disaster Artist was amazing. I need to rewatch The Room. It's been a while since I've seen The Room. But I definitely need to rewatch that. Got some Chuck Norris talk going on in the chat tonight. People urging Rambo to do a Chuck Norris series of reviews. That would be cool, Rambo. And honestly, Rambo, I'm surprised you've not already done a series of Chuck Norris reviews. Stephen LaPierre, loving the dank guys. Thank you. Thank you. The First Power. Oh, yes, The First Power. I watched that for the first time in many years the other day. Fun movie. Yep. Fun movie. That movie deserves a nice Blu-ray over here. I know it got a Region B Blu-ray. I believe 88 Films put out a Blu-ray of it a few years ago. But it needs a nice Blu-ray over here in the States. Anybody seen the new Cut and Run Code Red Blu-ray transfer yet? Nope. Have not. You must see Downsizing. It's got a small Matt Damon. I have seen the trailer for that. Yeah. I probably will be skipping that one. Probably will be skipping that one. I think I saw that Tommy Wiseau actually tweeted about The Room getting like a new release at a bunch of theaters. So, you know, hey, good. Oh, The First Power does have a Blu-ray in the U.S. Okay. Let me look that up. I didn't think it did. Is it a good Blu-ray? Let's see here. It's one of those multi-format ones. Let's see, who released that? Came out in 2014. Okay. Has it got any extras or anything good on it? Is picture quality good? See some people on Amazon giving it high ratings. All new interviews for The First Power. Oh, it's a Kino Lorber release. Okay, cool. Somebody said a great HD transfer. Okay, cool. I had no idea Kino Lorber released it. I may have to look into that. $20, that's not bad. Yeah, let me put that in my cart. I'll have to put that in my cart for later. I always liked the guy who played the villain in The First Power. He's one of those guys who just always is the villain, and you know, he's kind of like the Michael Ironside. What's that dude's name? Crap, I have to look him up. But he always plays the bad guy in movies. Jeff Kober. Yes, Jeff Kober. But yeah, good movie. Really enjoy that movie. It's got an interview with Lou Diamond Phillips and the guy who played the villain. Okay, cool. Yes, we did do a Chuck Norris retrospective, Indie Phantom, on the Sausage Factory. Yeah. There's going to be a Sleepaway Camp 2 German media book coming out soon. Cool. I need to get some more of those. They weren't German, were they? Those Friday the 13th media books. Like I got the Part 5 one. I've kind of wanted to go get some more of those. But I mean, God knows I don't need any more. God knows I don't need any more editions of Friday the 13th movies in the collection. But those are really cool. I love those. Have you got a Movie Pass card yet? No, I've not gone that route just yet, Stephen. I've definitely thought about it. I mean, it's I think I saw something too. They just recently hit 1 million subscribers to Movie Pass, which is pretty cool. I mean, was it $9.99 a month? You can watch as many movies as you want. I mean, that's a deal that's like, it's almost too good to be true. I'm still waiting to hear like what the catch is, you know what I mean? But I've just not taken that dive yet. I know Jay the Stingray from the Sausage Factory has one. He said the customer service isn't the best, but you and Andrew love it. Yeah, I mean, if you go to the movies, well, I mean, really, you know, I was gonna say if you go to the movies more than once, it's worth it. But I mean, I think if you go to the movies once, it's kind of worth it, because I mean, you know, $9.99. Yeah, if you go to the movies more than once, it's definitely worth it. So, or once a month, I mean, it's definitely worth it. So, yeah. And I'm sure the theaters are loving it, because I mean, the savings that people feel they're getting from using the Movie Pass means, you know, instead of us smuggling in, you know, that Coke and those Juju beans down the front of our pants, we can, you know what I mean, actually buy it there at the concession. There is no customer service for Movie Pass? Really? Okay. Not sure what Stingray was talking about, but he said something about the customer service not being that great. Guys, I'm gonna go grab a beverage, and I will be right back in just a moment. So you guys hang tight. Sorry about that, guys. I had to go check on my cat. She was like bouncing off the walls a few minutes ago. Now she's like she's just super calm, just staring at me. Oh, goodness. Let's see, what did I miss? Sigmund the Sea Monster, how you doing tonight, man? Will you be doing a review of Hell Night when it's released next month? Love that movie. I have not pre-ordered it. I do like the movie. I don't love it. I would like to get my hands on the Blu-ray, but I may wait until Scream Factory does like a sale or something, and I might pick it up. Actually, let's see how much is it going for on Amazon right now. Hell Night Blu-ray. $18, that's not bad. $18 is not bad. January 2nd, yeah. That is not bad for Hell Night. I think it's had to come down, because I think the last time I checked on it, I'll put the link there in the chat to it. I think the last time I checked on it, as a matter of fact, it was quite a bit more than that. I know there's some new extras on here. Oh yeah, there's a lot of extras. New 4K scan. Taken from... Everything's falling off the table here. New 4K scan of the film taken from the best surviving archival print. Nice. New interviews with Linnea Quigley, Peter Barton, Vince Van Patten. Nice. Audio commentary. New interviews with director Tom DeSimone. Nice. New interview with producer, with writer. New anatomy of the death scenes with Tom DeSimone. Makeup effects artist, art director, on location with Kimberly Crest. Oh, at the Kimberly Crest house with Tom DeSimone. Nice. Yeah, this thing's loaded. This thing is loaded. I don't know. I may have to. I don't know. It's definitely on my list now, for sure. $18. That's pretty good for that movie, or for that release, I should say. Of all the companies that release Blu-rays, which ones do you consider make the best releases? That's a good question, Glows. Of course, I mean, Scream Factory definitely jumps to mind. Arrow does an excellent job with all of their releases. Severin Films does a great job. Synapse, of course. Oh man, I mean, there's a lot of companies that do really great, really great releases. But I think, right now, the kings of the hill, you definitely say are Scream Factory and Arrow, for sure. Yeah, Blue Underground, definitely. Yeah, Blue Underground they do a lot of great stuff too, man. Looks like Amazon's got the upcoming Friday the 13th 8-movie Blu-ray set down to $27.99. It was $31. Now they've got it down to $27. Not bad. Just in time for the holidays. That cover art, though, my goodness. That is not good cover art. But, yeah. When are you getting into 4K Blu-ray movies? That's a good question, Steve. I don't know, man. I was actually looking at getting, I was looking on Amazon and eBay earlier tonight for 4K Blu-ray players to see if I could find a good deal. And then I understand that the Xbox One S and of course the Xbox One X, they are also 4K Blu-ray players. So, I don't know. I did find a 4K Blu-ray player on Amazon. Let me see. I think it was, now I didn't do a whole lot of research into it, and you're going to have to research these kind of like, I think, you have to research the region-free players, because I saw some 4K Blu-ray players that said 4K upscaling. So does that mean it's 4K, or does that mean it's slightly upscaled from just the regular? Like here, this one says near 4K upscaling. You know, what does that mean? I want, if I'm going to get a 4K Blu-ray player, I want not near 4K, I want full 4K. So I think you're going to have to, you know, research these things. Here's one, 4K upscaling, Blu-ray disc player. Tell me, what does that mean? Here's one, 4K UHD. So that's probably the way to go. $127. Here's one that's $75. But now let me do some research here on it. See if it is truly a 4K player. Okay, it's like here, it says, this one says it is a 4K Blu-ray player, but in the frequently asked questions or the customer questions and answers section, someone says, is this a 4K disc player? And the answer is, this is not a 4K player. It is confusing because it says it's bundled with a 4K certified HDMI cable, even though there is no such thing as a 4K HDMI player or cable. So you have to be, this one says it's 4K, but it's a 4K HDMI cable, and according to this person, there's no, and I've never heard of a 4K HDMI cable either. So yeah, you're going to have to definitely do your research, just like with the region-free Blu-ray players, before you go full 4K. I love the Jack Frost from Vinegar Syndrome. Yeah, that's a really good release. I was actually going to sit down and watch the Vinegar Syndrome Christmas Evil Blu-ray release sometime soon here before the holidays, because or before Christmas, I should say, because I really dig that movie, and that was a really good release from them. By the way, I have the final chapter in New Blood Media books and have yet to open either. Well, okay, because I'd like to get some more of those. As a matter of fact, let's jump on Amazon.de and see how much those bad boys are going for. Yes, let's translate this page. There we go. There we are. Oh, wow, you can get the entire set. Oh, wait a minute, this is weird. You can get, why would they, this is, you can get the entire set, which includes part 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the remake, along with His Name Was Jason and Halloween 25 Years of Terror. I don't know why they're lumping those things in there too. For 389 something euro. Let's change that. See how much is that in? Is that $400? Hold on. Stop. 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 Let's translate that into from euro to US. What are we talking about here? $462.59 for all of them, including, strangely enough, His Name Was Jason documentary and the Halloween 25 Years of Terror documentary. Very strange. Let's see. Here's part 8 for €39.99. Here's part 7 for €43.99. Part 5, which I have for $45.49. Part 3 for $46.49. So, yeah. Not cheap, but these things are so freaking cool, man. So freaking cool. I love the tater sack one. Oh, man. So cool. So yeah, they're all going to run you somewhere in the neighborhood of about $50. The German media book, Friday the 13th. But man, they are cool. They are cool. Have you checked out the HD DVD of Spookies from Diabolic? No, I've not, Stephen. Well, actually, yes, I looked it up on Diabolic, but I've not purchased it. I believe it wasn't a US release, if I recall. See if I can remember what. I think it was in a. It's all region, but I believe it was like a Spanish release or something. New HD interpositive 2K scan. That's cool. That's really cool. We should add some extras on it. But yes. Les Spooky. Les Spooky. But that's cool. Yeah. Let's see, how much is it? $18.99. That's not bad. That's not bad, I guess. But yeah, I've always really loved Spookies. I wish I could get a nice, Region A Blu-ray release. That would be really cool. $4K is overrated when it comes to horror films. I don't care if it's 4K or 3D as long as it looks good and it's practical. Okay. The Bearded Slasher. How you doing, buddy? Can anyone confirm the disc count for the Friday the 13th 1 through 8 Blu-ray set? I do believe it's 8. I do believe it's 8 discs, but let's go back and look. I believe it's 8 discs, which would mean that every movie has its own individual disc. But let's double check just to make sure. According to Amazon, it is 8 discs. So therefore, each movie would have its own disc. You would think, unless there's an extra disc, unless there's a disc of extras, which I doubt it. I think these are going to be basically the deluxe editions that were released on DVD, just upscaled to Blu-ray with all the same extras. So they'll each have their own disc. They'll each have those same extras, I'm guessing. I second the Hitcher on Blu-ray. I would love to see the Hitcher get a good, Scream Factory style Blu-ray release. That would be fantastic. Any thoughts on Nick Castle returning to the new Halloween? We actually discussed that a little bit earlier, Sigmund, but I don't know. 4K upscaling is not a 4K player. It has to say it plays 4K Blu-rays on it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I think that's again what you're going to have to research before you buy a 4K Blu-ray player, because this one here, the very first one you look up on Amazon, it's a Sony, which, I mean, Sony is behind, you know, Blu-rays are Sony products. It says, actually it says 4K 3D Ethernet HDMI cable plus remote control. But, you know, 4K HDMI cables, I don't know about that. P.S. What are your general thoughts on horror movies from the 30s, 40s, and 50s? Haven't seen or heard you discuss them much, if at all. You have a favorite or two. I mean, outside of the Universal monster stuff, I mean, I'm really not aware of a whole lot of other horror from that era, other than, like, you know, the William Castle stuff. And was that, let's see, when did House on Haunted Hill come out? 59. Okay, so that's still technically in the 50s, but yeah, you know, just like that whole Cold War era fears, you know, giant ants and, you know what I mean, little green men, you know, The Thing and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just not really, I like some of that stuff. I just, you know, I don't watch it very often. Nocturnal Toothbrush, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great holiday season. Jerpapian, you'd like to learn more about old horror flicks from that era? Well, you should definitely check out the, you know, the old Universal classic monsters, you know, Dracula, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, you know, all that good stuff. What are your thoughts on that awful cover art for the new Friday the 13th box set? It's the same artwork that was on the DVD set that Paramount released. So they're not going to put any money or effort into it. So I don't think anybody should expect too much out of this Blu-ray set. Like I said before, I think it's just going to be, it's going to be the deluxe editions upscaled to Blu-ray. It'll have the same extras. It'll have the same everything on them. It's not going to have any kind of, you know, amazing picture, sound quality, or new extras. It's going to be low effort from Paramount. So don't get your hopes up for anything major. You know, it's an affordable set. It's all 8 movies, or all 8 Paramount movies finally on Blu-ray at a fairly affordable price. That's the best you can say about it. I hope you, Jeremy, and the rest of your family are having an awesome Christmas. I'll be spending mine laid up in bed battling a cyst that came up on my back. Oh, jeez. Sorry to hear that, Bearded Slasher. That sucks, man. That sucks. But thank you. Yes, Jeremy and the family, we're going to hopefully have a very good Christmas. I know Jeremy definitely will. He's got quite a few presents under the tree. So yeah, but sorry to hear about that cyst, man. That's bad. I know those things are bad. That's what happened to Orc, man. And, ooh, it laid him up for a long time. So best of luck with that and a speedy recovery, man. Stephen LaPierre, have you ever seen Cannibal Unearthed film release? Nope. Have not. Yes, Orc. Yep, I was actually looking at an Xbox One S tonight when I was looking at 4K Blu-ray players. I was like, well, let me just check out the prices on an Xbox One S. But, you know, I mean, I'm PlayStation Nation of Domination till I die, man. So, you know, even though the trash box can play 4K, it's still a trash box. All right. Noob. Yeah, that is BS that PlayStation 4 doesn't. Even the PlayStation 4 Pro doesn't support 4K Blu-ray. And it's a Sony freaking thing, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I do get it because they want you to buy the PlayStation Pro and then buy a 4K Blu-ray player. So, that sucks. How do you feel about the found footage subgenre? Yes, and they are still being made. Surprisingly enough, they are still being made. I think a good found footage movie can be very, very effective. Unfortunately, there's a lot more bad ones than good ones, but a good found footage horror movie can be very effective. What did you get him? Are you talking about gifts I got my brother? If so, I mean, he loves books. He loves, you know, figures. He loves, I think I was telling this story on my last stream, but I was putting some presents under the tree that I'd had wrapped, and he was pointing at him and, like, you know, he knows the box size for like one of those Funko Pops. So he's pointing at Funko. So he just knew, just based on the shape of the box, that those were Funkos. So, yeah. But he likes books. He likes figures. He likes, you know what I mean? He likes, you know, shirts with, you know, movie stuff on them. And so, yeah. The cyst is like right on the lower part of my back above my butt crack. Yes, that is called a pineal cyst, I believe. And those are, that's what messed up orc, and those can be very, very serious and very, very painful. So, Jess, you're drinking some eggnog. Okay, cool. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. That's a good question, because I don't know, just short-sightedness on Sony's part. 2018 flicks you're looking forward to? Good question. I don't know off the top of my head. Let me look up some 2018 flicks. Let's see. Avengers Infinity War, not really looking forward to that. That was the very first movie that popped up. New Jurassic World movie, not really looking forward to that. The Han Solo movie. The New Mutants, Deadpool 2. I'll check out Deadpool 2. New Tomb Raider movie. Yeah, they've made a new they've made a Sicario sequel. Who thought they would make a Sicario sequel? I dug the first Sicario a lot, so okay. The Predator, of course, the new Predator movie. I'll definitely be checking that out. Annihilation, that Natalie Portman movie. I'm actually clicked on it to see like what that movie's about. Like I saw the trailer for it, but it didn't really say like, I mean, it didn't really tell you what the movie was about. See, it's directed by Alex Garland. Let's see, a scientist. A biologist signs up for a dangerous, secretive expedition where the laws of nature don't apply. Okay, that might be interesting. Venom is coming out in 2018. Okay. The Meg. I will check out The Meg. Any big shark movie I'm in for. The Aquaman movie. I'll check that out. I'll check that out. X-Men Dark Phoenix. The Nun. New Insidious movie. New Super Troopers movie. Didn't see a whole lot of stuff in there that really sparked my interest, though. A few things, though. A few things. Do you collect any steelbooks? Yeah. Yeah. I've got a few steelbooks. Yep. I've got a few. Yeah, I'm curious about Meg too, Rambo. I wanna check that out. Piz, can't believe you didn't mean Death Wish in 2018. Yeah, no, we'll be avoiding that one like the plague. I don't know. It might be, I don't know. It might be so bad it's good, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I don't know. The only Death Wish movies I recognize star the Bronson. Ready Player One? Yep. I'll check out Ready Player One probably. What is your favorite horror movie that you feel not many people know about? Actually, I mentioned a really good horror movie that I saw just today that I don't think a lot of people know about, called The Transfiguration. Let me post a link to it here. Very good movie. Really enjoyed it. This is the IMDb link here. Really like this movie a lot. You're getting the It Steelbook Day 1 Bearded Slasher. Cool. Is that going to be like a exclusive release, like a Best Buy exclusive or something like that? I have not seen Shock Treatment, Jess. Piz, you going to Days of the Dead or MMP in Charlotte this year? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. I was actually taking a look at the Horror Hound lineup, which is in Cincinnati. All three of those shows are like right around the same time next year. So it's crazy. Let's see, Horror Hound Cincinnati. Ron Perlman's going to be there. Michael Rooker, David Arquette, James Remar, Jennifer Carpenter, Julie Benz, Barbara Hershey, Joe Pantoliano, Walking Dead people I don't care about. Scott Ian from Anthrax, Charlie Benanti from Anthrax. Let's see who's going to be at Days of the Dead. Was that the one with the Friday the 13th? Let's see. I think this might have been the one with like the Friday the 13th Part 6 reunion, or I think there was, let's see. Yeah, Dee Snider, Linda Blair, Tony Todd. Got Heather Langenkamp, Nightmare on Elm Street 3 reunion, Return of the Living Dead reunion. Got a bunch of people from we can call 4 people a reunion, sure. Night of the Living Dead, 4 people from Night of the Living Dead. Looks like we got 5 people from Friday the 13th Part 6. That's pretty cool. Let's check out Mad Monster Party. See who they got coming. Actually, Mad Monster Party is going to be in February, and looks like Robert Englund is going to be there. Let's see who else they got. Michael Biehn, Nick Castle. Okay, I bet his prices have gone up dramatically since he's been announced for the new Halloween movie. Peter Criss from Kiss, Robert Englund, of course, Jeanette Goldstein, Lance Henriksen, Catherine Isabel, Ken Kersinger, Tuesday Night, and Amanda Weiss. Not bad, not bad. So you'll be able to get your Freddy versus Jason photo op this year with Ken Kersinger and Robert Englund. But oh yeah, that Nick Castle, price for the autograph and what have you has probably gone through the roof. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Best Buy pre-orders for the It Steelbook now. You got any exclusive extras or content on it? Let's see. Don't see anything about any extras. Let's see, was it $30? Not bad. Hey, what's up, Matt11708? How are you? Hope you're having a good holiday season and a Merry Christmas. Has anyone seen the new Night of the Living Dead Criterion Blu-ray transfer yet? I don't know. I wouldn't think so. Wouldn't think anybody's had a chance to check that out just yet, but yep, it comes out in February, along with the Silence of the Lambs Criterion Collection Blu-ray. Let me check my email, see if this dude's emailed me back with the, oh, what's this? Not a valid email address. Let me double check and make sure I put it in correctly. Or maybe Google deleted his account based on that username. Let me double check. Maybe I put it in wrong. I don't know. No. So this guy's email address is no longer active. I wonder if that was I don't know. Okay. So the person who won my Silent Night, Deadly Night Collector's Edition Scream Factory 2-disc Blu-ray release, their email address is not a valid working email address. So, Jess, it looks like we're going to give it another go here. Let me pull up the random name picker. And let's give it another go. Give me a second. Let me put everybody's information in here. And let me delete this guy's email address since clearly it's not active. That's why you don't use a foul email address. Because it will get busted. Okay, so, hey, a second chance. It's a troll fake account. It may be. I don't know. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Piz, how's the hidden Blu-ray? I've not had a chance to pop it open and check it out just yet. But definitely looking forward to it. I'm trying to get in some last-minute movies for like maybe a best of 2017 list. which, as I said, I watched Transfiguration, which I absolutely loved, and I watched 1922 the other night with Thomas Jane in it, based on the Stephen King novella, and I loved it too. So there's a few more movies on my list. I've got my little list right here. If you guys have seen any of these, please let me know. A Dark Song, I hear great things about A Dark Song. It Stains the Sand Red, The Evil Within, Tragedy Girls, The Lure. I've heard really good things about all of those movies. I want to try and make time to check those out, and maybe do a best of 2017 list at some point early next year. I also need to go and finish up watching Gerald's Game. So, because I've heard really good things about Gerald's Game, and I'm a big fan of Mike Flanagan, so I need to go and finish that up. So, all right, let's go ahead and let's redraw here and see who is going to win the Scream Factory Collector's Edition 2-disc Silent Night's Deadly Night brand new Blu-ray. And the winner is Roth Sothy at email. Okay, it's an email address from someone named Roth Sothy, a subscriber to my website. So I will email them right now and congratulate them on winning the Blu-ray. You were disappointed with 1922, My Favorite Things, the lead character, the way he talked. Yeah, I actually brought that up on the Sausage Factory last night. The way he talks like this with like his teeth clenched together. Thomas Jane. There's some sequences where it is a little difficult to hear what he's saying, but I still loved his performance. I thought he was great in that movie, and just really liked that movie a lot. But congratulations to Roth Sothy at Gmail. I'm going to email you right now, sir. All right, Roth Sothy. Is Roth Sothy in the chat tonight? Is that anybody in the chat? Doesn't look like it. Red Christmas, you've loved Red Christmas, Bearded Slasher. I was not a fan of it. I was not a fan. You can't wait for the Last Jedi debate, Jerp. Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun time. Like I was saying last night on the Sausage Factory, it may end some friendships. It may well end some friendships, that discussion. Because I think it's kind of split. I think there's just as many people on the show who liked the movie as disliked it. Now, and of course, that's, you know, if everybody is able to come on January 4th to the debate, or to the, well, it will end up being a debate, but it's supposed to be just a straight up discussion on The Last Jedi, but it will end up being a debate. So it'll be fun. It'll be a knockdown drag out. That is for sure. A knockdown drag out. Friendships will burn. Absolutely, Rambo. Friendships will burn. Their email address is not a valid word. Oh, goodness. So, yes, Roth Sothy, congratulations on winning the Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 Collector's Edition Blu-ray from Scream Factory. I also want to mention real quick that if anybody missed last night's Dankathon Orc benefit that we did over on the Sausage Factory, and you guys weren't able to be there live, and if you wanted to donate to Orc to help him out, definitely, you know, we're going to keep those donations open until Christmas Eve. And let me give you guys my PayPal to send those donations if you're interested in donating to Orc to help him with a new PC, with a new television, with medical expenses, you know, whatever the case may be. That's the PayPal right there, your_pal at yahoo.com, POWELL at yahoo.com. So yeah, any donation, large or small, is of course greatly appreciated, and 100% of the proceeds all go to the dank one himself, the Orkster. But we had a great time last night watching Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2 back to back, and we had some very, very kind, generous people make donations. So I definitely appreciate that. It Stains the Sand Red was not bad, just not great. Okay. Let's see, Dominic Rocco, he liked Red Christmas too. You know, that's cool. That's cool. Just not for me. DJ, I don't think Rambo's going to ever watch The Last Jedi again. So I think the PTSD that's still in him from watching it the first time will not subside in any way before the Last Jedi show on the 4th. So any gaming lately? Let's see, what have I been playing lately? I've messed around with the online bots on Friday the 13th game. Did a couple of live streams there. I did a couple of live streams playing the online bots, which are pretty entertaining. They do some pretty, they surprise you though. I gotta tell you, they'll hide, they'll crawl under beds or go into closets right in front of you to hide. Or they'll get stuck like running on a rock and just run in place, or they'll run up against a wall and just keep running in place. Or I had one walk into a cabin and close the door, but they close the door on themselves outside of the cabin. I've had them jump out of windows right when I'm literally standing in front of them. But then at the same time, just when you're like, oh, they're completely, you know, the artificial intelligence is not very intelligent at all. Then it's like, you know, oh crap, they've just completed putting the car together and they're driving away. So I actually had one the other night when I was doing a live stream. They'd gotten the gas and the battery in the car. So, I mean, they were working. They were doing something right. So, The original Black Christmas is your favorite Christmas movie? It's pretty darn good. Yeah. It's definitely, I think, yeah, I mean, it's an excellent movie. Excellent movie. Because you may like it, just do pay more than 10 for it. What are we talking about, Matt? Are they going to have a story mode in Friday the 13th game? That's a good question, Steven. They've been talking about a story mode since long before the game was ever released. They're still saying that the story mode is in some form of development, but I mean, they've been developing it for a long time. So at some point, yes, there will probably be a story mode. When? God knows. God knows. My favorite Christmas film is Home Alone. My favorite Christmas horror Christmas is Silent Night, Deadly Night. You were going to watch Black Christmas tonight for date night, but that did not end up happening, Jess. That's too bad. The zombie movie. What zombie movie are we talking about, Matt? I'm lost here. Red Christmas is an odd holiday horror slasher kind of movie, Rambo. It's got Dee Wallace in it. I think it's like maybe it was an Australian produced horror movie. I did not like it. I found every character in the movie just really unlikable. The only likable character in the movie was the killer. And yeah, at least in my opinion, I did not dig it. Oh, okay. It Stains the Sand Red. Okay. It's a zombie movie. Okay. I just heard really good things about it, but Rock Music Forever 90. What's up? How are you doing, man? Hope you're having a great holiday season and a very Merry Christmas. I need to set some time to get my Christmas, horror movie watching habits done. I've still not watched Christmas Evil. I've still not watched Silent Night, Bloody Night. And let's see, I think there might have been, and I've still not watched Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. So I've definitely got to set some time aside and get those in. Those are, of course, my yearly habits. So I have seen Logan Lucky, Matt. I really liked Logan Lucky. I've not seen Free Fire, but I really enjoyed Logan Lucky. You're good. Everything is well. Good to hear. Rock Music Forever. Good to hear. All right, and looks like Mr. Sothy has contacted me back about the Silent Night, Deadly Night Blu-ray. So, Mr. Sothy, congratulations. I will try to get that Blu-ray out to you quite possibly tomorrow. I know my local post office is going to be open for at least a couple of hours tomorrow, so I will try to get that out to you tomorrow. Let me give a shout out to my buddy Joe, who's watching tonight. Hope you're doing well, Joe. Hope you're having a great holiday season and a Merry Christmas. And Joe is, of course, the fellow who turned me on to the German Friday the 13th media books. So my wallet is not pleased with you, but I certainly am. Yes, I love Christmas Evil. I love Christmas Evil, Matt. Really enjoy that movie. It's the taxi driver of holiday horror movies. I like it a lot. Really good. Love the horror Christmas tree in the background. Thank you. Thank you, Close. Thank you. How long? That actually is year one. This is year one for the black horror Christmas tree. I attempted to set up, this is a funny story. I attempted to set up a smaller black Christmas tree last year. And what happened was, while I was setting the thing up, my feet somehow got tangled up in some cords. And I took a step and fell. I fell onto my little practice amp for my bass guitar, fell on it, tumbled over it, destroyed the amp, like fell on my side, hurt my side, knocked over a ton of crap. The tree really didn't really cause me to fall, but I got up and I felt an overwhelming anger toward the tree. So I grabbed the tree and began to smash it into the ground until the tree was just a big pile of black plastic pieces. And yeah. So yeah, bought a bigger black Christmas tree this year, and my girlfriend actually came over and set it up because she was like, we can't have you doing that again this year. So the only reason it's standing is because she set it up. And so yeah, but it's got lights on it already. It's that kind of tree, and I put some horror ornaments on it, and then I had a friend of mine make some horror ornaments out of the perler beads, which I did a video unboxing of those, which those are really cool. She made me a Leatherface. She made me a couple of different Jasons. She made me a tater sack Jason. She made me a couple of different hockey masks. Of course, one of them was the Part 5 mask. She made me a Pinhead. She made me a big chainsaw, a Chucky, a Freddy, a leg lamp one. So, yeah, it's really cool. And then I put on the top of the tree one of the hockey masks that I painted. So, yes, it was a true horror Christmas tree. It was cursed. Yes, it it didn't necessarily cause me to have that spill, that little tumble. But it certainly took the it certainly took the abuse. So but you destroyed my little practice bass amp. I had to go buy a new one. I don't remember what else it destroyed, but yeah. New York Ripper. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of New York Ripper either. The duck stuff, the really over the top. I love a good sleazy horror movie, but that movie is just like, I don't know. I watch that movie and I just feel dirty in some instances. It's like yeah, like it's got to pour hand sanitizer all over me. Pizzal, have you ever seen Crash Cunningham's work on Friday the 13th Hockey Mask? I have, absolutely. Yeah. I've actually spoken with Crash a number of times about hockey masks, and I sent him some pictures of the ones that I'd done, and he gave me some pointers and some encouragement, and really nice guy. I mean, he's incredibly talented. I wish I could make paint masks and weather them and make them look half as good as his, and he's a really nice guy too. He actually donated a Part 5 mask to our, was it the 30th anniversary? I think it was the 30th anniversary, Friday the 13th, Part 5, live commentary that we did on the Sausage Factory a couple of years ago with Peter Brackey. He donated us a free Part 5 hockey mask that he usually charges, $100, $100+ for on his website. He just gave that to us to give to a viewer. So, yeah. All right, guys, I'm gonna run real quick. I will be right back moment. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. What have I missed? Ooh, gosh, Orc, the catheter. I've never had to experience a catheter, and I certainly hope I never do. The feeling of that getting removed, yes, I can't imagine that being a pleasant experience. Yes, I cannot imagine that being a pleasant experience. My goodness. Yeesh. Goodness. If that doesn't urge you guys to donate to the Orc benefit, I don't know what will. The donations will remain open until, well, actually tomorrow, which is Christmas Eve. So I'll post where to Piers, I love you, but if you have to, just kill yourself. Well, I got to tell you, when I had a kidney stone a few years ago, I was in the hospital, man, and I was, they had doped me up, man. I went to the emergency room, and they were putting the IV in, and the woman was like, okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's the pain? And I was like, a 10, a 10, a 10, a 10. And she was like, honey, relief is coming, honey. And as soon as they hit me with that needle, I don't know what they had in that thing, but oh my God, I was flying. Whew. I was flying, man. It was good stuff, man. Cause I mean, it took some incredible pain to, I went from, just like, again, pain, intense pain, to just being like, it's like, I believe I can fly. So it was some pretty powerful stuff. So at one point, I overheard them telling, like, my mother had showed up there, and I heard the doctor telling my mother, because they were like, you need to pee. They were like, you need to pee. You need to pass this thing, so you need to pee. You need to pee. So they'd hand me this, not like a bedpan, but a thing, that I could pee into. I guess it kind of was a bedpan. I don't know. I was pretty lifted. And I was trying, I'm completely out of it. I can barely get out of the bed and stand up. And I'm trying to pee in this thing, and I can't. I'm just like, oh, I can't. And I overheard the doctor telling my mother, like, if he doesn't pee, well, we're going to have to put a catheter in him. And I just willed, I willed like as much as I could, I was just like, ugh. And I managed to get a drop or two out, just enough to appease this doctor so that they did not have to catheter me. So, yes, thank goodness. Your brother had kidney stones, DJ? Yeah, they're not. I had one. I pray to God I never have another one. You've had 5 kidney stone surgeries, Bearded Slasher. Jeez. We may have to do a benefit for you next, man. Good Lord. But this is where to send PayPal donations if you guys are interested in donating to the Dankathon. It is your_pal, POWELL, at yahoo.com. Yeah, I know there's just, some people just create kidney stones. There's something about the calcium, and they have too much calcium in their bodies, and it creates the kidney stones. But I know people who have them on the regular, and it's, what I mean? I cannot imagine it. I know one guy who was telling me that his wife has them on a fairly frequent basis, and she goes to, they put her in like a big whirlpool, and they turn the, like the jets, or like however they, you know, creates vibrations in the water so vigorously that it actually breaks up the kidney stones inside of her. So yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah, of course, you know, what you eat and what you drink can definitely affect the kidney stones too. I think unfortunately what caused mine was, and for some reason I was taking calcium supplements. I don't know why. I have no idea why, but I think that's what caused the stone in me. You getting the new Cyborg release? Oh yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to getting the new Cyborg release from Scream Factory. Yeah, I love that movie. Love me some Cyborg. You had hip replacement surgery at 27, dude? Wow. Were you in an... Well, I mean... Wow. You have an autoimmune disease. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Those aren't good. Those aren't good. Thank you for that donation, Rambo. Thank you for that donation. You got your head slit open and they had to glue it together? Okay. A whole... I like how we're discussing our our injuries and our you know what I mean? It's like we're on the boat. It's like we're on the orca in Jaws and we're showing off our scars, you know. Well, every little bit counts, Rambo. Every little bit counts. I have to have infusions every 6 weeks. My goodness. Now, luckily you've got insurance, man. Yeah, because, yeah, goodness gracious. It is very expensive to be sick in this country. Jerpapin, you sneezed once. You got your eyeball scratched. Do you miss the Video Palace? Oh my God, yes. Yes, Bad Raven. I do miss the Video Palace. That was the that was oh man. Yes, if you, that was I could think of no better Ma and Pa video store to be a horror movie fan. That dude, I forget his name. He was a pretty nice guy. But big horror fan, had a ton of horror movies, you know, big horror movies, little horror movies, everything in between. I mean, that was, you know, if you were a horror movie fan, that was the place to be. Oh man, spent so many hours in there. Oh my God. The 3 movies for $3 for 3 days deal. Oh man, ate that up, man. Ate that up. But yeah, love me some Video Palace. Oh gosh, what was that guy's name? I can't think of it. Pretty nice guy though. I take it you must be working tonight, Steven. You're up awful late. You must be working tonight, man. I've not seen trying to when was the last time I even saw a video store? It's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, goodness. Well, guys, I've been going for 2 hours and nearly 17 minutes. We've got 28 people watching right now. We've had a very nice chat tonight. We gave away this brand new Silent Night, Deadly Night Scream Factory Collector's Edition Blu-ray release to Mr. was it Rothy Slothy or something like that? And he did email me back, so I will be sending this out to you, sir, tomorrow. Roth Slothy, or Sothy. I'm sorry. It's late. Roth Sothy. I'm going to put this in the mail tomorrow. Hopefully I will be able to make it to the post office before they close and drop this in the mail for you. Congratulations on winning the Blu-ray set. Again, thanks to everybody who entered. That's right, Orc. There are still Blockbusters in Alaska. That is true. What's a video store, Jerpin? It was a magical place. Long gone, but never forgotten. That was the video store. That was the video store. Yeah. So, yeah, everybody have a good night. It was a lot of fun. We will definitely have to do this again. Biz, did you ever see those VHS documentaries? No, but I've not seen those. Rewind this and adjust your tracking. I don't think I've seen those. I don't think I've seen those. No. But yeah, we'll definitely have to do another live stream sometime very, very soon. These are always a lot of fun, hanging out with you guys late and talking about movies and all that good stuff. So, but yeah. So again, thanks for tuning in tonight. Thanks for such a lively, cool chat. As always, you guys are awesome. Guys, have a great holiday season, whatever holiday you celebrate. Even if you don't celebrate a holiday, you know, have a great one, and have a very, 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 very Merry Christmas. And yeah, until next time, you guys take it easy. Peace.